Gabby here again today. I wanted to show you my current collection of traveler's notebooks that I have and what I use them for. I get asked a lot in the Facebook groups, you know, how many notebooks do you have? What do you use them for? So I kind of wanted to just break this down and go through them and kind of just explain what I use them for. And I'm going to start off by talking about the smallest notebook that I own. This is the Nano by Chic Sparrow in the Outlander leather. I believe it's Sojourn Tan. It was released, I want to say, in late September, early October, and since then they have come out with new colors. I believe there's like a blue, a really dark blue, and a black one, and a dark red one. But always check up with their site to get the most recent information. But I got this one when they first launched it, and it has one pocket on one side and one pocket on the other, and the pocket is big enough to fit a credit card on the inside. My husband has one of these, and he uses it strictly for his wallet. He only has one insert, and he puts a credit card on one side and his license on the other. I use this notebook for medical tracking. So I use certain notebooks for migraines, for my back issues, all different things. And all of the inserts in here, aside from one that I made, are from the Crafty Sheet on Etsy. So in here, there's one for migraine tracking. There's another one for my back issues. This is a plain notebook that came with it from the Chic Sparrow, and this is where I write down any notes that I get from the doctor's office or any kind of medications that I need to remember that I'm taking. And then here is a tracker for different kind of things that if something happens during the day, and what it triggers, and what time I take my medicine, and how much water is my intake, and stuff like that. So this I mainly use for anxiety. And then again, if there's any kind of loose papers or prescriptions or stuff, I stick them in here. But this notebook generally doesn't leave the house very much. It does stay home on my shelf, and I do write in it every single day. So this is the Chic Sparrow Nano. Next on my list is a Mr. Darcy in the pocket size. This is a classic in the burgundy color. And this notebook has been loved, loved, loved. You can see that I rolled it and all the scratches and marks on it. And this was one of the very first notebooks that I had ever gotten from Chic Sparrow. Now, of course, it's a classic, so there's no pockets or anything on the inside. There's 4 elastics. And currently this one is not in use. Originally, I had used this for my wallet, and it worked great. I switched out of it because I have the new Mr. Darcy that came in. But love, love, love this one. Again, it's a pocket size classic, riveted pen loop, and this was a great, great, great wallet. Next is a notebook that's really, really special to me. This notebook I had gotten through the community giveaway that Jennifer from Chic Sparrow had hosted. I believe it was over the summer. And she had given away 7 prizes, and they were all Pemberley in the honey color, which is this, but they were not available for sale in this color. Pemberley is available, and she has brighter colors. This is the Tenerife Sea, but the honey color was not available for purchase. So this notebook is very special to me. I am very, very grateful that I have it. And again, this is the pocket size, and this was my first deluxe notebook. This is what made me fall in love with the pockets. I always thought, like, oh, I don't need pockets, I'll just make folders. Well, this was my first notebook that I got pockets, and let me tell you, I fell in love with this secretarial pocket and the pen loop. It was heaven for me, and this notebook has been very loved. As soon as it came in the mail, I moved right into it for my wallet. You can see some markings in here and some dings and dents, but this leather really holds up, and it ages really, really well. And it just has an old notebook with some notes in it and stuff like that. And then this was my credit card insert. But again, this made a wonderful, wonderful wallet. And I know I'll move back into it eventually. Just, you know, I'm loving my new Darcy. Now this notebook was my unicorn for a while. This is a Pocket Deluxe in the Ali Brown Joy, and I want to say it's the American Dream leather. I'm pretty sure this collection was available spring of 2016. And when the colors first came available, I was so turned off by this color. No, 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 I don't like it. It's too bright. And then as soon as I saw Allie's notebook and it started aging and it was getting to that rich mustard color, I had to have it. But of course, I missed it through, buying it through Chic Sparrow, so I had to get it, secondhand. So I did. I ordered it on the Buy Sell Trade group on Facebook, and it has the old style pockets, which I absolutely love. Now this notebook is used for book notes. I use this for when I need to remember something, when I'm watching or when I'm listening to an audiobook, when I'm reading any of my books, and I also use this for a reference for YouTube videos and for also when I watch a movie and I want to remember something. Let me tell you, there's a lot of Gilmore Girl notes in this book. But this is the Allie Brown Joy in pocket. And originally, this notebook did not come with the pen loop. The person who had owned it before me had decided to take the pen loop off. I did get it in the mail, I just haven't had time to have it reattached. So I just stick my pen through the back pocket, and it works well. It's just a TWSBI pen, so it fits right through into the back pocket, and it sits on there really nicely. So this is my book notes and my movie notes. And again, this notebook pretty much just stays home. It does get used very often, but it does stay home. Next is my new love. I did a video setup of this already, and this is my Mr. Darcy Pocket Plus in Toffee. Now, I opened this package and I saw this toffee color and I fell in love. This is my first toffee and this color is gorgeous. I was very, very impressed with this color. I was very skeptical because I had had a buttered rum before and I thought, buttered rum, I don't need any other color. But this toffee color is absolutely gorgeous. And this is set up as my wallet. Now, I'm not going to show you the insides because I didn't cover any of the IDs or anything like that, but it is a classic, so there's no pockets, but it just has a notebook for any kind of notes that I need on the go, my cards and stuff, and then in the back there is a folder that I made that holds receipts and stamps and usually cash that I have will go in there. So that's my Mr. Darcy Pocket Plus. Now, one thing that I had wanted to show you was the difference between a Pocket Plus and a Pemberley. Or not a Pocket Plus and an A6. This is an A6 Pemberley in the Tenerife Sea. I had received this notebook. I was one of those crazy people who stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm in New York, and ordered it as soon as it was live, and it was chaos and it was wonderful all at the same time. So I absolutely love the Pemberley leather. It's super subtle, and I had specifically requested for it to be very, very what is the word I'm looking for? Pebbly, very pebbly. And I hadn't gotten an inscription, que sera sera, on the bottom, and they absolutely delivered 100% on this notebook. But people always ask, oh, is the Pocket Plus the same as the A6? Are they the same size? And there is a bit of a difference. I have lined the corners up, and you can see there's about 1/4 inch difference on the width of it, and there's about 1 inch different on the height of it. And you can stuff these bad boys as much as you can, but the A6 is a bit larger than the Pocket Plus. I personally prefer the Pocket Plus just for the weightiness of it because I like to carry my notebooks in my bag, but the A6 is absolutely beautiful. Now, like I said, this is an A6 Pemberley in the Tenerife Sea. This is one of the darker variations. I know that when they had gotten their shipments in, the first shipment they got, I believe, was a lighter leather than this. And this is definitely a true, I want to say teal. It's not even an aqua. It's definitely a darker variation. And again, this is a deluxe, so it has pockets, so it's 2 credit card pockets and then a pocket in the back, and then it has the secretarial pocket and the pen loop. In here, I have been able to fit not just my Hobonichi Techo, which I have cut down, but that's that. I can also fit personal size inserts in here. This is a personal size insert, and this is a personal size insert. And you can see, if I lay it down flat, it does not overhang on the top and the bottom. It's very close, but it does not overhang. And these are the ones that I had gotten as a 3-pack off of Amazon. The zip pocket, and it has IDs and stuff. I don't believe this is like the Midori brand, but really good quality off of Amazon. I think I only paid like $5 for the package. But it is the personal size, and the personal size will fit in the A6. And this is just a card holder that I made. And this was a journal on the go, and then my calendar. Again, I tried using this as a wallet. It just was too heavy for me. The leather was beautiful. I need to find a new use for it, but as a wallet, it was just too heavy to lug around. It was just too much. So I will find a new use for this, but until then, it will sit nice and beautiful on my shelf. This notebook is very special to me. It was, again, one of the first notebooks that I had ever gotten from Chic Sparrow. It is a Mr. Darcy in the buttered rum, and as you can see, it's very, very loved. I have ink over here and ink over here, and I've rolled him, and he has been thrown in a puddle and fallen down the stairs, and he's very, very loved. As you can see, he sits completely flat. You completely can roll him and bundle him up and squish him, and very, very, very soft. This is an A6 size, and I've decided to use this as my art journal. I am currently waiting for an insert to come in, and I have to make a few inserts, but this will be for my art journaling. I just ordered the HP sprocket, so I'm really excited for that to come in because I can be able to incorporate pictures in my art journaling. The next notebook I have, again, is another A6. This is a Creme in the Creme Brulee leather. This is a deluxe, and I absolutely love this notebook. This notebook is near and dear to me. It is my faith notebook, or faith journal, however you want to call it. In here I have scripture notes and sermon notes, and any kind of questions that I have and things I want to talk about, and then I have a notebook just for reflection. And I haven't decided what to use the pockets for, but this notebook generally stays at home, but it gets used daily. I absolutely love this notebook. I haven't rolled it or anything like that, so all this texture is straight from Chic Sparrow, which I specifically asked for, and they nailed it. But again, gorgeous, gorgeous notebook, but this is very near and dear to my heart. If you can see, there is an inscription on there. It says Copper Boom, so any of the lovely ladies out there who love Gilmore Girls as much as I do, you'll know where that comes from. Now, next on my list is a personal size notebook, and this is the Sidekick. When this first came out, I said, oh my god, I have to have it. Hands down, this is going to be the notebook for me. I'll never buy another one after this. But lo and behold, I'm an addict, and of course I'm going to buy another one. But this is the Sidekick in caramel, or caramel, or however you'd like to say it. It did originally come with white strands and a white elastic closure, but I opted to change it for a brown one because I just think it looks a little bit better. And this leather is so soft and so pliable, I'm almost afraid that I'm going to stretch it out. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped using this notebook. I would slide receipts or whatever through the front of the top, and it would leave a mark. I mean, you can see my fingers running through the leather, and as gorgeous as it is, it made me very nervous to use it. I did use this as my wallet, and it did work great. But like I said, the leather is super thin and really, really stretchy that I was so afraid to ruin the notebook that it just sits on my shelf. I'm sure I'll use it again someday. I don't know when. Again, this is a personal size, and this is the Sidekick. It's the only one that I own, and I don't think I could part with it, but I don't know what I would use it for. Next is is a personal size. This is a Creme Brulee in the dark chocolate color. This is a classic, so it has no pockets, but I did get the riveted pen loop on it. And this I use for lists. In here is lists for everything. And all the notebooks in here I've made myself, with just some scrapbook paper and some regular, printer paper and some Tomoe River paper that I had and some Rhodia paper that I cut out of a notebook. But this is used for lists. This is wish lists. This is grocery lists. This